welcome back to Vigor. It is your boy, Stealth Jet, leader of the JSS. We're back at it on Fabrikk. To a new player, I feel like this map right here is the most scary. That's what I feel like. Matter of fact, I think the first map I went on to was the Vigor Forest. No, Victorian Station. And that's the first map where I died at too. At the top of the map, near a car park, there was a guy with a AKM, I think. And I had a PM in my hand. I'm like, okay, here we go. I'm gonna try to take this guy out. Shot him once. Just said, sweet. He turned around and put 5 shots into me. 5 whole shots, and I was dead. I'm like, okay, well, that didn't work out. But, I keep that memory in the back of my head because, it's always humbling to remember where you came from. And it's experiences like that that will shape your future in this game, let alone in life. So right there, you saw me star that area like 6,000 times. That's because I'm telling you all, I know that somebody spawns right there. I know that somebody does. Now, if you can think back to one of my previous Fabrikk encounter videos, where I was on the other side of that barn, right where I'm looking at, and I saw a lady here, and I had an SKS in my hand. That memory hits me in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm like, wait a minute. This ain't right. Somebody should be nearby me by this point. Should be. And remember that spawn point that I starred for y'all at the very beginning of the match? Well, I mean, it's still the beginning of the match. But remember that spawn point I starred for y'all? Yeah. So, right now, I'm being extra cautious because I'm like, somebody should be nearby right now. And yet they are. I saw somebody near the suburbs up there. I saw that. The housing area up there. I saw that. So there was one commenter on one of my videos, and they said, I can't find a comment. I would screenshot it if I could, but I literally can't find it. But the words in the comment said, my thoughts on that first kill, quotation mark, haha, you started it, end quotation mark. That's basically what the fuck happened just here. Just now, right? Now, here's the thing. He didn't start it. It was more like he saw me and he fired. And that's me checking the iron sights on his Mosin. I'm thinking, can I pull off a headshot with this? I'm gonna try. So he saw me and he fired. And he was already looking my way through the window. And I'm like, okay, I'm probably spotted. But when he fired, that confirmed that I was spotted. So returning fire was the only option. Let me explain to you the difference between deal with it and eliminate Outlander. Deal with it means fight or flight, and you're spotted. You can't get a jump on them. That's what deal with it means. Eliminate Outlander? Well, I shouldn't even have to tell y'all what that means, but eliminate Outlander means they didn't see me. make sure they don't see me, and try to pull off a nice clean headshot with one bullet and not alert anyone else to your presence for an elongated amount of time. That's what that shit mean. Now see, I have a Magnum on me, the gold one, which hits like a freight train, quote from one of my viewers, commenters. But here's the thing. I've never tried this weapon at far range, so I didn't want to take a chance and shoot at that guy, and then all of a sudden it turns into a gunfight because now he knows I'm here. If I shoot, I want it to be as little time as possible between my first bullet and my second bullet. If anything, I want my first bullet to be my last bullet. Right? Now, we're here in a suburb area. Remember, we've seen one person. We've seen another person just now, assuming that there were two different people. And there's somebody else right there. Now look, I'm pretty sure these are two different people, if not three different people. And, you know, there's chances that I can pull off a kill or two, right? But how far is the first guy we've seen from this location? We don't know. Now, I'm not your regular, well, not regular. I'm not one of your other Vigor players on this game where I'll just rush into that house with a Magnum and kill him. Right? I'm not one of those kind of players. If I can see him slipping, if I can catch him slipping, if I can catch him making a mistake, I'd rather do that rather than go into a house with a single shot Magnum. Granted, that hits like a freight train, but this fucker probably has what, an AKM, M16 maybe, and an M16's hurt. And that guy that we just heard had a bugle. Well, not heard, but seen had a bugle. I don't know if this guy has. I don't want to walk into there and I'll miss one of my shots and end up dying because of it. I'd rather it be we fight out in the open where we both, well, where I have cover and he does not have cover, and I can pull off a nice, clean kill because the tables are even. Right? If I go in there, he has the advantage. Single shot versus semi-automatic. Which would you rather take? Indoors. Now, here's what I'm thinking. Make sure I don't hear anybody in front of me. The guy is in that yellow house, right? We heard him. I'm thinking this. He's going to come out that yellow house and go to the blue house right here in front of me. From there, he has three choices. Go back to the yellow house, turn to my right and go up the hill, or turn to my left and go down the road. So, there is a chance where I could be wrong. But this is what I'm waiting for. Now, will I test a Magnum from this range down to that pavement on that road? Yeah, I will. I'll test it. But my patience runs out. And I'm like, okay, this guy, he's either went a whole nother direction, or I just can't see him. Instead, there's a new opportunity. A whole new opportunity. Somebody does not know how to find one padlock, mark it either mentally or with their ping, and go to the second padlock and then run back to their ping, and then boom, time safe unlocked. Instead, what they're doing is hitting one padlock and then searching for the next one. You don't want to do that, because every time you do the padlock, well, you know, thing that unlocks the time safe, you give away your position. Each time you do that shit, you're saying, hey, I'm here at the time safe. Try to come and kill me. And there he goes again. So I think I'll come back here to check one more time. Just to see where that guy went. Because as soon as I fire, if he's still in that house, guess what? He's going to come after me. That's what I'm thinking. So, you never know, right? The guy could be anywhere. I decided to go a little bit deeper into the field. I decided to. Damn, that plane is loud. Okay, now that I'm here, I got a new angle on the house and a new angle on the field. And I still don't see anybody. At least I think I don't. Okay, cool. Now, the time safe, guess what, has still not been unlocked. It still hasn't. So, I'm looking at my weapons right now, and I'm thinking, okay, M16, secondary. Mosin, I gotta make do. This is my rifle. I gotta make do. If I want to pull off a headshot, I gotta make do with that rifle. And Magnum. If all else fails and it gets close quarters, I can use that. It'll stagger him, and it'll kill him. That's what I'd like to think. Like I said, the time safe has not been unlocked. And I think, well, actually, maybe it has. I'm not really too sure due to the transition. But now I'm up here. This guy comes out. People, I really did not want to place a mortar strike in that exit. I really didn't. But he kind of cornered himself. Now, this is a tactic. This is a strategy that is very viable. Don't get me wrong. This shit works. But I look down upon it because you're bombing somebody's means of escape. I don't advise doing this. I don't. But check this out. In my defense, this guy didn't have enough fuel to leave in the first place. He only had 4 units. You need 5. So he was going to die anyway, either to radiation or to me. So I'll take that, and I'm going to go. The sad part is this. Yes, he has a picture, but I can't find it. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to bounce. Now, it's easy to sit here and nitpick at what that guy was doing, but all I'm going to say is this. If he would have spent less time on that time safe, no pun intended, he could have came back, found a picture, got the fuel, and then by that point, he could have took a lesser dangerous exit and then left. But I can respect what he was trying to do, though. He was trying to get out of here because radiation was on his ass and was on my ass too. Or was about to get on our asses. So I can respect what he was doing. But, you know, you live and you learn. And every experience you have in this game, you gotta take and you gotta try to mold it into something better. And so, I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until next time, peace.